Hello everyone. Honestly, I was going to start this wreath, this large Christmas wreath for a customer by myself, and just give you guys instructions because I am not my best today. So, but I started it and it's really a large wreath. And I thought, I can't not show everyone what I'm doing. It's just so beautiful. So I wrapped, I'm going to go on and off because I am also cooking dinner and it's just a rough day. So this is wrapped, it's a large wreath. It's probably about an 18-inch that I got in AC Moore. I wrapped it in this beautiful, if you can see, baby blue. This was the color I decided to go for, something different. This gorgeous baby blue ribbon. It's just stunning. And so I decided to just, you take your wreath, you have to have your glue gun, your embellishments. I'm going to use Christmas balls, a couple picks I'll take apart, and the colors that you decide on, and that's actually all you need, and maybe of course your wire cutters. So I wrapped the ribbon. I pinned it first to see how I liked it. I did like it, so I decided that I would wrap the ribbon delicately around it, and then I hot glued it when I decided that it was going to work out. So I saw myself start it and thought, it's going to be so beautiful. I have to share some of my work with you. Plus, I showed you these earlier, these beautiful light blue picks that I probably will tear apart and use them on here somewhere. Also, I want to let you know, if you look closely, I sprayed some silver sparkly paint on the wreath to pick up the silver. So the colors will be light blue, dark blue, silver, and some light blue Christmas balls, and whatever Christmassy stuff I end up putting on here. So that's what we're going to work with, and the dollar store picks and the other dollar store picks that I have laying here ready to go. So I'm going to show you, we're going to be gluing the Christmas balls on first. I have these pretty colored Christmas balls, and right now I'm working with the dark blue, and I'm just going to weave them in. So I'm going to be quiet because I want you to see it, but today I'm off kilter, so these things happen, and I got to go back to the doctor Wednesday and get my MRI back. It's just I just don't feel well. I don't know what it is, so we can talk about that another time. Let's get started. Okay, I think I'm really happy with this wreath so far, and you know where I'm going next. I am going to go make a bow. And like I said, if you want a tutorial on how I make a bow, this is going to have a big bow. The bow is going to go here at the top. So we'll be traditional with this one. I think it's gorgeous, and you can't see it, but it's sprayed silver. It's got some sparkle to it, and I love it. There's some glue here and there. I may add a little couple leaves here and there that I have left over. I always keep my leaves. I might fill in some greenery a little bit. But for the most part, I think it's beautiful, and I'm glad that I wrapped the baby blue ribbon around, and that's the color of the large ribbon we're going to put on here. But I'm going to go off and make the ribbon, and I'll come back and let you see the finished product, and then after that, I will have one more Christmas wreath to do for the company here for this, some sort of party they're having. I said I volunteered to make it for a giveaway. So I'll be back with the bow, and of course, I can't forget to let you see your favorite boy, Charlie. He may be going to stay a few days with my daughter. I have to go and get some things checked out with myself. And so it breaks my heart, but you will see him. He's still here. He's sleeping in the corner, but I'll be back. Hi everyone, we're all back here, me and Charlie and the wreath. I have to tell you, this has been a weird day for me. I think I'm just a little down. I don't know why. I don't know what is in my head. I'm still struggling with that infection, and I don't know why. I've been on the antibiotic for a week, and I'm concerned. So I think after the doctor, I'm going to take some strong measures to try to find out what's going on. I think it has a lot to do with my immune system. It's compromised on this chemo pill, but the good news is, I thought, I can't do this wreath without showing my YouTube friends. I just can't. It's so beautiful. I have to share as I go along. You know, it just was coming. The moment I put 2 bulbs on, I said, I have to show them, even though I'm not feeling great. And I'm glad I did, because making this wreath cheered my heart up. It's for a woman, her name is Patty. I don't think she watches YouTube. I'm almost 100% positive she doesn't. But I had promised her, she had seen my daughters last year, and I made my daughter a Christmas wreath. It was lime green and I believe gold, like a rose gold. And I loved it, and my daughter loved it, and she saw it, and she really raved about this wreath. So I thought, well, I'm not going to do the same color, but I know she likes sparkle. So I'm going to show you the wreath. While I was gone, I made the bow. Once again, I did have a tutorial, short one, on how I make my bows, very simply. But if you do want to know how I make them, you have to let me know, and I'll show you. And that will be all I'll do on that. Here is the wreath, and it's huge. So I hope you can see it. This is the bottom. This is how I had my focal point at the bottom. The bow, I wanted it to be really fluffy and beautiful. And I used a piece of the same ribbon to hook it onto her door. I am going to put a little felt on the back so it doesn't scratch your door. Whenever I make these twig wreaths, they are awesome. They're more expensive, but they're great to work with. You can stick anything in there and it'll stay, but they're a little more pricey. So anyway, I will put felt to keep this twig, because it will scratch your door, and I don't want to do that. So I will put it on the back, but I think it's beautiful. Look at that bottom piece. So the colors I had, like I said, when I make a wreath, I know you guys are like, God, she's not telling us what she's doing. I think most of it is self-explanatory. The main thing I can tell you is get a color in your head. What colors do you want to use? Where are you going with it? Once you get that done and purchase what your colors you're going to use for this person or a customer or a giveaway or whatever, you stick with those colors, and you lay them all out and on the table, and you just use, you have to use your own design technique, because that's something I can't tell you. Just try to stay within reason with the design. Like, don't go haywire like I did with my little Christmas wreath. And guess what? That turned out beautiful. It's hanging over there looking like gorgeous. So I just say go with your heart and your soul. And this is a gift. I'm going to call my brother Bob and ask him to come pick it up. I need my glasses. Let me sit back here. To come pick the wreath up and take it to Patty. I think she'll be really excited, and I hope I make her happy. And I did my job. I promised her I would get it done, and she offered to pay me for it, and I'm not going to gouge her. But I think this wreath just cheered me up. So with that being said, couple things. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And tomorrow night's the drawing. I'm going to draw it around between 10 and 11 o'clock, so people have a chance to tell me they're a subscriber. But I got the bucket all ready. Say goodbye to Charlie. Charlie, he's been very quiet today, very down. He's like his grandma. Charlie. Hey. Well, anyway, he's kind of like me today, on a downward slope. A little bit down, but he'll be okay. But the fall wreath. I got to show you these two wreaths. This is the Christmas wreath I made for my friend. I'm looking to make sure you can see it. It turned out beautiful. I did put what I did was I put a little pin. It's a foam wreath, so I put a little pin to hold it on there so she can take it on or off, whatever she wants. And you can really manipulate this ribbon. It has a nice wiring in it. And let's take it to the fall wreath. Now, this is the fall wreath that I made for a customer. Now, she's paying me for this, and I'm not satisfied with it. I feel there's something missing, and maybe it's here. I left it open for the ribbon to hang down. But I don't know, it's something. And as soon as I figure out what it is, she'll get the wreath. But anyway, you guys have a nice night. Thank you for stopping by. And I'm sorry I'm not on my A game as far as my feelings. But take care, have a nice evening, and Godspeed.